Breaking right now on Today in the Bay, minor earthquake shaking San Francisco and parts of the Bay Area this morning.
The USGS says a preliminary 3.7 magnitude earthquake struck just off the coast of San Francisco near the San Francisco Zoo. Happened just after 7 o'clock this morning. This is what the seismograph recorded at the time of the quake. So far, roughly 1,000 people have reported feeling the shaking to the USGS. Some saying they felt it as far north as Santa Rosa and even down south in Santa Cruz.
Let's go to meteorologist Kari. Now, you say this fault here, the San Andreas fault, the most active that we have here in California.
Yeah, absolutely. So we typically see some rumbling every single day on the San Andreas fault. But when it happens close to the city, well, more people feel it. And we saw that happening this morning right at 7:02. We got that alert. And for people in the city, they are either feeling a little bit of something like a quick jolt, or they were like, oh, I didn't feel anything at all. But people are talking about it. It is always good to have those reminders that we do need to be prepared, because this is the most active fault. We get about 36,000 quakes a year in the state, and most of them are below a 4.0 magnitude. But we are going to remind you once again that if you do ever feel shaken, do not run out of the building. Falling debris is the top hazard and how most people get injured. The interior walls are best, but the hallways are not always the safest. You want to make sure that you're getting under a table or some sturdy furniture. And there is still that possibility that we could get aftershocks. And as we get farther away from the time that that earthquake happened, we always think, okay, hopefully that wasn't a foreshock. But the farther we get away from that actual earthquake, the chances of that goes down. So let's go to Today in the Bay's Ginger Conejero Saab live in the city. Ginger, what did you feel?
Well, pretty much similar to what you described, Kari, that other people are feeling, which was a quick little jolt this morning. Both myself and our photojournalist Josh were in our cars, sitting very still, and that is how, when we felt that earthquake, thought it was kind of a big truck that might be making a delivery on the street or one of these light rail trains, but the streets were still pretty empty at that time. So then afterwards, we start to maybe process, oh, is that an earthquake? We've talked to some people who have walked around, asked them if they felt it. We're getting mostly no's. Some people say that they did feel a very quick jolt. But the good news, no damage and no injuries reported so far. Back to you.